think these are the buttons. They are. It looks like we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in Planescape Quantum Mortality, part 12 of our Planescape adventure game. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to YouTube. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Very important thing. Today is June 15th, 2025, and you are loved. We do not start these shows without that statement. That being said, if this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to again join us at patreon.com/indooradventures. But let's say you already support us on Patreon. You already support us on YouTube and Twitch and all of those other wonderful places, and you're trying to think to yourself, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Well, guess what, Acorns? I got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks. We even have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf1201, where all of the proceeds of all of our merch currently goes to help support Doctors Without Borders. So, if you would like to help support a good cause or possibly help support the show, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. That is Indoor Adventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. So, hey, Dingo, who are you playing today?
I'm Dingo. I use she, her, and he, him pronouns. And today I'm playing Sai, who is a Air Genasi Twilight Domain cleric who uses she, they pronouns.
And Kyla.
Hi everyone, my name's KyleWithAnN. I use she, they pronouns, and today I am playing Tessell, the currently right now metallic Dragonborn Echo Knight fighter who uses they, them pronouns.
Is Danae.
Okay. That's funny. You watched me grab my microphone and just nodded. Hi, everybody. I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. Today, I am playing as Aluvire, who is always a Minotaur, but today is a bard. Both she, her.
And I am the indoor adventurer, he, him, and today I shall be playing as Orillo Third Twister, Bugbear Rogue. Let's go, gang. Uses he, him pronouns.
And I'm Cyber. I use he or whatever pronouns. I am going to be your dungeon master today, running a game of Stepdads and Sanctums for my friends. Happy Father's Day. Yeah. So what had happened last time? Because it's a reminder for me as well. Is we came back from Wonderhome, and I don't remember the specifics, but following up on some leads, a few of you went to the Institute for Intellectual Excellence, and Orillo went to try and find parts to repair the construct that was salvaged from the scrap heap in Wonderhome. We're going to join back up with Aluvire, Tessell, and Sai as a purple bronze warforged named Praetor and a wrinkly flesh-colored beholder with a bandaged central eye that is dripping some black ichor have greeted you. Apparently, the beholder, whose name is Scarlet, had calculated your arrival, and Praetor greets you warmly. Welcome. I have to say, it's still a little surprising that Scarlet was this accurate. I have my moments. I'm gonna lie down now. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. And the beholder sort of floats to the other side of the room where there is a makeshift like couch set up, uh, levitates a blanket, and it sort of covers his 10 non-bandaged eye stalks, and just sort of hides under the covers for a little bit, plops down on the couch. Poor thing, I don't know what to do about his chronic pain. So, you have questions about what do you have questions about?
Okay. I am trying to remember exactly what we had questions about. I think it had to do with did it have to do with time dragons or did it have to do with something else? We
Well,
researched something lately.
The sort of core situation that's going on is every time you die, you come back a little different, which is fun. But yes, very recently you did have an experience with a time dragon who seemed to have recognized you and known some context, and left you with a thing, and then left without another
Okay,
word.
so I think Tessell is going to turn to Aluvire and sigh and be like, do I have permission to get into it? Like the whole thing?
Well,
I mean, yeah, of course. I feel like you're the one that's most equipped to do that right now, right?
yeah, I don't see why not.
Well, I mean, it's just, given our situation, and we'll just turn back and be like, can we keep this discussion between ourselves and not involve any outside parties to Praetor?
Oh, especially the authorities.
Certainly.
Excellent. So my companions and I are in a little bit of a predicament. I guess to put it the most succinctly, we have been in situations in which we have died, but we don't stay dead. We come back, but we're not the same as we were when we died. It seems to be a different version of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And not reincarnation?
No spells have been cast whatsoever. It just happens.
How long has this been happening?
I will do some quick finger math and we'll say however long it has been in game since the morgue incident.
Hmm.
And we'll even say that, well, we woke up in a morgue X days ago or whatever. Oh, and we have no recollection of how we got there.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to say I'm not entirely sure what your situation is myself. Uh, have other versions of you appeared and attempted to kill you?
Not that I know of so far.
No.
Have killed each other a couple of times.
Okay, well, we don't need to get into that part.
Well, I just want to be honest.
Willingly. It was willingly.
With consent.
Okay, but no, like there's never two versions of you that exist in the same location.
Only
Hmm.
one.
Only one. Although, when we do, the body still stays there. If that makes sense.
Are you driven by an urge to get rid of the body?
I don't think so.
I mean, we don't always leave them around. It's a little unsightly. I think we do.
Oh,
Well, I'm pretty
of
sure one
course.
of my altars works as a gravedigger, so I don't think that's a being compelled so much as just doing her job.
Okay, but okay. So I think we can rule out the law of self-cancellation.
I'm sort of realizing that might have been it might have been prudent to bring the person who's sort of gone through the cycle the most.
Oh, there is an additional piece of context. We recently were visited by a time dragon, and this time dragon seemed familiar with us and our situation, but we have no recollection of them. And perhaps wanted to learn a little more about why that may be the case.
Oh, you may the encounter may have just happened out of order for you.
I don't follow.
That's what they said.
So, uh, you know how dragons are personifications of the elemental power, that sort of shapes the physical planes. Uh, uh, red dragons are aspects of fire. White dragons are aspects of frigidness. Um, time dragons are sort of very in tune and manifested by time itself. Uh, and as a result, they don't always experience time linearly. Um, it is very possible that you whenever you are slightly older and experience a little more time, you may come across a version of that time dragon that is a little younger, who and that will be their first time meeting you.
See, we were thinking about it very rigidly, as in we perhaps met them in the past and just couldn't remember as a result of our current condition.
That's entirely
But,
possible too.
oh heavens, this is complex.
Have there been many people that you have apparently met before that you have no recollection of?
Well, no, because you remember Fell, pointing at Aluvire, and you knew Fell before.
I think
So-
all of my altars know Fel.
So there, and Orillo knows his contact, and they met before the whatever incident caused us to have this condition. So I believe in the few sample cases we have had so far, we remember people that we met before we, I suppose, died initially.
Interesting. Okay. Tell me about these different versions of yourself. Uh, do they how do they differ?
Well, I know for myself, I am consistently a dragonborn, though of different types. And I know that we exist concurrently, but perhaps not in the same place. I've met one before, but but not face to face in the flesh.
Sort of like an echo.
Yes, precisely. And I think as Tessell says that, the silvery, or the not silvery, but the kind of white, smoky, wispy echo with the purple glowing eyes kind of apparates behind them.
This I'm very familiar with, yes. The people of my homeworld, Exandria, had been studying a type of magic, dunamancy, that deals with probability and possibility, or dunamis. My home city, Aegor, was just beginning to research this field when I was young, but most of that was lost when the city was destroyed. However, a lot of the magical applications in theory have been rediscovered by the Exandrian culture settlers afterward, which I've been fortunate enough to relearn. It seems like you have also learned a bit of this. Tessell. Is this... what planet is this version of Tessell from?
This Tessell is from Exandria, but pre the fall of Draconia.
Okay. I want you to make an Arcana check. Or,
Okay.
sorry, an Arcana or a History check.
Ooh, which one's better?
You can have a D4 to add to it.
They're equal, but we'll go with Arcana just because. Okay, so that is looking good so far, but let's add the D4, and it's an 18 total.
Okay. The city that he mentioned, Aor, is... you recognize the name as one of the floating cities from the era before your time. It is specifically of note for the people of Draconia, because Draconia is built on the ruins of another contemporary of that city called Kethisk. So your people lost a lot of the lore there, but there is a sort of recognition of what his origin is. There's some bad connotations with Aor. Imagine, if you will, an arcane Bioshock.
Oh.
That's basically Aor.
Okay. Yeah, I think there is like a flash of recognition in Tessell's eyes, but they keep their mouths shut this time.
Orillo. You, in your disguised form, have been identified and met with Janet, this other Warforged of Brass, who says, I have to say, I understand that you're going through some difficult times, but I didn't think you'd be having this much trouble making friends.
Well, it's a lot harder to make friends when there's no instruction manual and you just kind of have to go by feel.
Where'd you come across that?
This, and he'll explain their trip to Mechanus, finding it in just a pile of rubble. Or not rubble, but scrap. It was inside of a rust monster nest. Looks like it had been stuck there for a while. This was as much as I could get out from underneath the scrapyard. Seems pretty bespoke in terms of construction. Rather unique looking. Figured it would be better up here than it would be churning in some rust monster's stomach.
Maybe, but I'm not sure very many cultures are familiar with that make.
Not from the places around here, I'll tell you that much. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you?
Make a persuasion check.
You got it, he says, pulling up his character sheet. Which one is it? We'll never know. Persuasion. Remember to mute the tab. Then, yeah. That is a 17.
Have you ever been to Earth?
You say Earth? EAT.
Oh, Earth.
Oh, Earth. Some of me has.
Anywhere around the city of Greyhawk?
Oh, Greyhawk. No, I've run through the canals a time or two.
Anywhere around the Barrier Peaks?
Not Barrier Peak specifically, but that's at least a good direction.
I'm not sure that you'll find anything there now, but there is a scenario. A sort of legend of a facility from some other heretofore unknown culture that was uncovered in the Barrier Peaks. Not from Earth. And I don't think from really any culture that has ever made contact here, of all places. Here being Sigil. But I know that it did show up as a Dungeon Land scenario not too long ago.
I see.
Episode S3, Expedition to the Barrier Peaks.
Curiosity. I've never been much for, how do you describe it? The reality broadcasts, the survival games. Do we keep record of those in public storage or anything along those lines, or
I think you have to pay a subscription for it. I think you have to pay a subscription for it.
Would it be possible to find one of those nerds that like records everything, keeps it in one of their like personal libraries? You think they might have one?
Make a persuasion check.
I gotta find a nerd. Natural 20, let's go.
You're looking at them. We can maybe work something out.
Well,
I can at least give you a few old copies of the newsletter.
anything is better than nothing, and nothing's what I have currently, other than, well, he'll motion. He'll motion to, like, the bag that he currently has. Like, if you've seen, I think it was, like, episode 1 where C-3PO, like, broke down and he's just, like, being carried around in a burlap sack. Like, that's kind of what Orillo has going on right now.
Where are you staying? I can send over some stuff.
I've been staying at the Wandering Castle Ikaru. But if it's a little bit more difficult to get that out into the Outlands, I believe there's a tattoo artist by the name of Fell who is an acquaintance of mine that I've been staying with.
I'll send something over to Fel.
Would
Be
greatly
careful, Orillo.
appreciated.
Be careful, Orillo.
I try as often as I can, but it seems like trouble always follows me.
You make it easy. I'll see you around.
As always, Janet. He'll tip his little brimmed hat.
Where are you headed now?
Well, now, I think he'll like continue shopping around for a little bit. I believe that there was some stuff that he had been looking for last time of like different kits and things along those lines. So he'd probably just finish shopping for those, and then make his way back to Fells if no one has mentioned anything to him, or he'll look to see Janet sending him newsletters. He's gonna look if he can find like a data disk of that particular episode, or at least like a book that references the barrier peak.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. That's an 8.
Nope.
I find his merch. Just t-shirts. I don't want t-shirts.
Back at the Institute. Are any of you familiar with the concept of quantum mechanics? Or rather, are you aware of the interpretation that for every decision made at every point of time, for every flip of a coin, there exists, however fleetingly, an equally real universe in where the alternate outcome occurs?
I'm vaguely aware of it, yes.
Aluvire's like shaking her head with like the biggest doe eyes, like her big cow ears like flopping, and then fucking Sai says, "Yeah," and like she like turns to look at her.
Well, okay. Imagine you've gotten invested in an author's work of fiction, but the series isn't quite finished, so the characters are in this sort of state of uncertainty. The author may have the broad strokes of the story figured out, but the final details are always hard to pin down until they're, well, pinned down. In a quantum system, while a system is not being observed, it can be thought of as existing in many states where every outcome is equally real and mathematically possible. But once the state of a system is measured, when the coin is read, when the draft is pinned, the infinite branch possibilities collapse into a single observable reality, the one in which we exist and perceive. Scarroot here, and points to the bundle of blankets under which there is a large aberration, is living with a fairly unique condition where it is seeing the events of 10 most likely futures, at least a few seconds into them. They're able to identify when I'm about to make a small error in calculations, but its condition comes with some difficulty remaining focused on the current reality as the possible futures collapsed. The fact that these branch possibility of yourselves continue to manifest tells me they have not collapsed into an observable reality.
So there's effectively 3 theoretical realities existing within the observable reality.
Yes.
is there a chance then that upon completion of some decision that the other realities will collapse?
Yes, but I'm sort of perplexed as to what decision needed to be made.
As are we, I think.
I'm gonna roll a d20. I will have to think on this. Where are you saying?
We have been we go out and about, but when we are in Sigil, we stay at Fell's Tattoos. Is that the name of the shop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we stay at Fell's Tattoos.
Okay. I will let you know if I come up with any theories. I'm honestly not sure what else. Yes, because the few hypotheses I had, it doesn't seem like any of them are really applicable. Did you have any other questions?
No questions, but we found something that might be related. I'm not sure. She's gonna pull out the notes that they found in the hole on the Drider. I know that there's a lot here, and it's all in, well, not common, but she just passes them over.
I'm sorry to say none of it is really my area of expertise. I'm not sure exactly what these relate to.
Oh, okay. Well, they were doing something weird down in a hole with like plates and sand, and I think it had something to do with sound, but
With sound.
mm-hmm.
I'm afraid my area of expertise is chronergy and possibility, but I'd have to say that tonal resonance is not. It's not really a field that's studied here.
She'll take the notes back and put them away. Thanks for looking at them anyway.
Of course. Scar sort of shifts under the blankets and just pulls him a little bit tighter. You all right? I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Can I get you anything? Have you drank any water? I'll get him some water. Well,
Spells been able to help him?
say that again?
Have any spells been able to help him?
I'm afraid not. Even the sort of spells that normally would work on a foresight, they don't really seem to be affecting him. It doesn't seem like he's under the effects of anything. It's just a part of his being. It's a chronic condition.
No. I guess I know what that's like.
This beholder has chronic migraines.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he does.
Caused by looking at 10 different futures. That's called anxiety. Anyway.
That's... Sorry. I related a little too much to that one.
It's been lovely talking to you. Let me know if you have any other inquiries. Hopefully we'll be able to make the time, and if not, well, I am a chronologist.
So time will be made. Or, I don't know how it works.
It will be found.
Ah, there we go. Thank you for your help.
Where are y'all headed now?
Oh, there was something I want to do. Oh, wait. Who has the sending stone for Madison? It's Orillo. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I
You
think
started pointing at the screen, and I was like, who are you pointing at? Oh, you're just doing finger guns.
Yeah.
I think Tessell will turn to the group and say, well, there was one more thing I wanted to accomplish while we were in Sigil, and that was checking the status of our legal defense. But I think Orillo has the sending stone, so maybe we just go back to Fells and hang out? Unless there's something you wanted to do.
We should probably track him down.
Probably
I don't know
a
if
good
it was the
idea.
best I don't know if it was the best idea to give me the cranium rat. For some reason, I can't get back into it.
Hang on. Can I see?
Mm-hmm.
What is the status of Aluvire's cranium rat?
It's
Sorry, I did not consult Cyber on this one at all.
Oh, whoops.
She's signed out and she doesn't have the password.
Did you enable two-factor authentication?
What's that?
Do you have password recovery?
Open Sesame?
Stares at the rat.
Open Sesame and
Sorry, that's the second
you
factor.
got one factor. I need the other factor.
Oh, what about a snack? Is that the second factor? And she like roots through her bag for like a piece of candy or like a treat or something.
Make a
Mima set
persuasion
this
check.
one up. I don't know.
Or make a persuasion or an animal handling check.
My persuasion's terrible. I'll do animal handling. 19.
Okay.
Oh, it's that easy.
It's one of Mima's candies.
At Claude Von Zarovich. I'm feeling nostalgic for other bad times where I was also pissed off, but for different reasons. At Degrassi Genassi. Be cool. Be cool. No, you don't know shit about me. You don't know shit about my hot ass. At SIGIS. Harmonium officers stop raccoon holding suit pipe during traffic stop. When officer took the pipe away, the raccoon pulled out another. At low level rogue. I tried to do a smash and grab, but I got the order wrong and now I just feel silly. You're back in.
Fortunately, Orillo insists on not having one of these, so we can't message him.
Oh my gosh, there's so many bones.
Excuse me?
Bones.
Tessell is trying to figure out what Aluvire means by this.
Mima followed a lot of accounts with bones.
Oh.
She got on witch talk.
It says never skip leg day, and there's just a fucking, like, giant bone.
No,
It's
knights
just
in the
a
courtyard.
femur.
Tessell rubs their temple and is like, okay, did Orillo say where he was going?
Orillo, did you say where you were going?
Orillo just said, I know a guy who might be able to get me a custom part for my robot. I'll meet you guys later." And just left. He was not specific. I think, to be fair, like, the only places that they all know to meet up are either going to be the Walking Castle or Fells.
Mm-hmm.
I think remembering this, Tessell's gonna be like, look, it's going to be impossible to find Orillo. We should probably just wait.
If he's dragging around that, new friend of his, I don't know if it would be that hard. Or I suppose we could just wait at Fells for him to come back.
There are many, many, many people within Sigma.
Really big place.
That's true.
I've been living here for a few years now, and I still get lost. And I'm a Minotaur. We don't do that.
Isn't there somebody we could hire to just find him and sort of shepherd him back? Like a messenger or
Orillo-
courier.
Orillo's resourceful. I think he'll be okay.
Orillo, what are you doing?
I was just like, as this is happening, like, Orillo's grabbed some street food. He's just, like, snacking on a hot dog or something, just, like, making his way back to Fells.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God, I shouldn't have trusted the carts. That is an 11.
And make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, boy. Is this against being charmed?
Yep.
Aha, I have advantage to avoid being charmed. It does not help me. I got an 8.
You have a D4 to add to a charisma check.
Okay.
As you have scarfed down a Rizzy Glizzy.
I don't understand what they meant by the boom meter when I ordered this, but I do feel like I'm a little bit of a Rizmeister myself right now. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I said this. Somebody please make it stop.
After an hour, you will lose that D4.
Oh, thank God. But for the next hour, Orillo is, like, touching his chin more than he should. He's making his way back to Fells.
Orillo comes back, but he's mewing. I
Does
only
Orillo have
vaguely
an
know what
underbite?
that is.
I don't know any of these words, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
Oh, is that a thing now?
Yeah.
It's like a jaw exercise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know about that.
Do you think that Orillo's just going around, like, touching his chin? Yeah.
My
Yeah.
husband's a furry. Like, it could mean anything.
We don't need to put that on blast. So we all meet up at Fells.
Yes.
Orillo, what are you doing with your face?
I can't stop. It's composing.
Are you all right?
It makes me feel handsome.
Handsome Squidward ass face.
He has specifically, like, had him disguised his jaw to look a little bit more chiseled. Like, he looks like a Giga Chad right now. Like, the fucking
Oh
meme.
my god. Okay. Well, would you consider having a way for us to get a hold of you if we need to? Like when we're in sigil and we've parted ways and there's no way for us to contact each other?
I do need, like, a piece to hold on to in the event of, like, a messenger pigeon. Should we think about getting one of those group family plans for sending stones?
Or at least something like the paper airplanes. You know?
Yeah. One of those, like, bird messengers things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're ever in a situation that causes you to look like this, you can phone a friend and
That's
have someone to consult.
situation. No. That right now that should be my name. It should be Orillo the Situation Thread Twister.
Oh no.
I don't know about that.
You guys want to do some like gym work? Maybe go tanning, do some laundry.
Maybe we shouldn't let him go alone.
I'm deeply concerned that he is even toying with the idea of drawing attention to himself.
No, there's just something.
Yeah, that's very unlike him.
Perhaps he has been bewitched.
Did you kiss a witch?
Are there witches around? Where them witches at?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Sorry. Oh, this is killing me.
Do you have inspiration?
Maybe I do not know.
Take a point of heroic inspiration.
Oh, this is killing me, dog. Okay.
You guys want to watch like what is it? Is the dungeon show? The new one. Well, not the new one. It's like Dungeon Survivor.
Oh.
Dungeon Land.
Dungeon Land. I need to see. Look, it was recommended to me by a friend. Season 3 or episode 3 of Dungeon Land. They go to like Barrier Mountains. It's sick.
Like ill.
Yeah, that's another phrase you could use for it. It's like so cool that it will cause you physical harm.
Make a Constitution save.
Huh?
7. Is this to end
The
charm?
the Rizzy Glizzy is about to leave your system,
Oh,
one way or the other.
I see.
He just he's like looking at you normal, and then his head just starts doing the like cat thing. He's like, I need to pull. Runs out.
Wait, before you go, hand me the sending stone from Madison. I don't know how long you're gonna take.
Tosses it over his shoulder, like in the direction of Tessell.
I pushes him.
Right.
Not on the carpet.
No, he's like aiming for bushes at this point. He's going outside.
Orillo, you are no longer under the Rizzy Glizzy's effect.
Oh, thank God.
Tessell, you have Madison's sending stone.
Tessell is going to use it to try to contact Madison. And we'll just say, hello, am I speaking with Madison?
Yep, you got me. What's up?
Hello, this is Tessell, one of your clients. Just wanted to check on the status of our litigation, our legal battle. But any updates?
Yeah, can you come over to the smoldering corpse? It'll just be easier to, not discuss the details over sending.
Oh, 1 second, and we'll place their hand over the sending stone. Madison wants to meet us at the smoldering corpse to discuss our defense.
Well, I don't know that we have anywhere else to be.
That's here in Sigil, right?
The smoldering corpse is within the same neighborhood as Fells.
Oh, dang.
Should be easy enough.
will uncover the sending stone and hold it back up to their ear and be like, yes, we aren't far. It may take us, we'll just kind of like look out in the direction that Orillo ran and be like, it may take us a little time, but we can eat there.
No rush.
All right. Thank you. See you momentarily. And we'll
Bye.
hang up. uh
Sorry, bye, Gabby.
if Orillo's outside, Tessell's gonna peek their head out and be like, we're going to the smoldering corpse soon.
Orillo like looks back, like he is still in his guise, but he looks like pale. His face is back to
God.
normal. Just, I feel cold. Never go for
Oh.
4 booms. I don't know what it means, and I still don't know what it means. I knew what it meant then, but I don't know what it means now.
Oh dear.
Do you want us to handle it? Would you like to lay down?
No, I think I just need like a beer that's 2 copper. It's some food. I think I just need some regular, maybe a vegetable. Oh God, I need a vegetable.
Sai will take one of her like shawls, wrap it around you, grab some water from Fells, stick it in your hand, says, all right, Orillo, pull yourself together now.
I wanted to
You'll
go
be fine.
tanning. I wanted to go tanning.
I don't know what that is.
I don't
but
either.
It sounds horrible. We'll get you a beer on the way. Let's go.
Oh, please.
I don't know how people handle having only one stomach.
How many do you have?
More than one.
Fascinating.
How many stomachs would a minotaur have? At
Probably
least
4.
2. At least 2. At least
Cows
2.
have 4, so
Okay,
if
yeah.
you want to do a 1-to-1.
She's only half cow.
So 2
Okay, then
stomachs?
maybe 2. 2 stomachs.
I literally don't know. Let's not decide this now.
Courtyard. So you make your way literally around the block to the Smoldering Corpse Bar. You walk in, there are quite a few patrons there. This is a dive bar. Like you're in the Hive Ward, which is the less well-off part of Sigil. And you can see some just a full spectrum of people crowded around so many different tables. Aluvire would quickly be able to see your Cambion lawyer in one of the booths on the side wall with a few other feminine presenting devils and one masculine presenting devil. You can see that there are many drinks at the table, mixed to all sorts of different flavors and colors.
Oh, there's a whole fleet of them. Is that a bad thing?
The legal team? Maybe those are paralegals.
Okay. I don't know anything about law.
Well, maybe let's be casual. Let's get some drinks, and then maybe we can make our way over.
Okay. I think I can do that. What does everyone want?
Well, looking around the establishment, I assume that the drink menu may not be overly complex. So, maybe just whatever the house draft is.
Okay. Orillo?
House draft, and if they have like pretzel bites. Like the breaded salt, but those.
Sure, sure. Take it slow, okay?
I know.
Sai?
Something fun and bubbly.
Oh, okay. We'll get 2 of those.
Fucking Aluvire's gonna go and grab drinks.
Okay. The bartender is a human, and the bar is beneath this floating humanoid figure who is perpetually on fire. But he is quickly able to give you whatever drinks that you have recommended, or whatever drinks you have requested, and if you want recommendations, he will create those.
Aluvire asks for 2 of something fun and bubbly.
Do you mean fun in a magical sense or not?
Let's do 1 with and 1 without, and just don't tell me which is which.
We're all good?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was. Yeah, actually, that might be. Are we all good?
All good.
Okay.
All right. Good. Yeah, your drinks are brought to you. I'll be back in a minute. It's been fun. Hey guys. What's up? Madison, the Cambion is approaching. She is not dressed in her paralegal attire. She does appear slightly inebriated as she leaves her group of infernals.
Oh, so sorry to disturb you during your off hours.
No, I always have time for this. So, the situation. Are all of you here?
Alivire's getting drinks, but yes, and I apologize for Orillo. He's I don't know what's going on with him, but he's fine.
I went to a place today.
That's
all he
specific.
says.
Well, the stuff here can definitely make it worse, or it can make it better.
Oh, no, it'll make it better. It'll make it better.
That's the spirit. Okay. So, basically, to catch you guys up, and at this point, Aluvire will be coming with the drinks. Ooh, I love that one. He makes it so good.
Aluvire will pass out the drinks, and then, like, when she gets to the bubbly ones, she'll say to Sai,
One of these is different than the other. If you don't like it, just let me know. We'll trade.
There too, by definition, one of them has to be different than the other.
Wow.
Unless they're the same.
Oh.
But if there were 3, then one could be the odd one out.
Well, why couldn't there be 3 that are the same?
Or there could be 3 that are different.
Wow.
Is that what they mean by third wheel? And then she's just gonna grab one at random.
Aluvire, make a Constitution saving throw.
"Yay!" I have. Oh, yeah, okay. I got a dirty 20.
You are not under the effect of hideous laughter.
Great. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So basically, the Mercy Killers wanted to keep appealing to the High Court that the case was severe enough for persecution without prosecution, And when Madame Rule agreed, whenever I said, even if that were true, killing them isn't working, can you present a better plan of remediation? They wanted to say that there was a conflict of interest because we're both Infernals, which, no, hun, we're not doing that here. Anyway, once all that's done, it's on them to make a case for what threat you pose to the multiverse and how to stop it, and I'll have my time to argue. So at that point, it'll help me to know what you found out and what you're planning to do. We'll get some experts. We'll see if the prosecutors can settle. Fairly standard, but it'll help smooth things along if you do find out stuff about your situation and you just loop me in whenever you have a chance.
Well, we've started to go down that avenue, but
Started to?
well,
Right, you've got to do the thing for Shemeshka.
and we also met with maybe perhaps someone you could consider a subject matter expert today on
Who is it? And she pulls out a pen like quick as can be.
Professor Praetor from the university here in Sigil. Or is it the Institute of Excellence? Is that
Institute of Excellence? Yeah.
Yeah.
Institute of Intellectual Excellence.
Yes.
All right. I thought there was going to be another one.
Oh. Another part.
Another expert.
Oh, well, I suppose, I mean, they have, gosh, I'm so blanking on the name right now. It's Scarroot. Well, they do work with Scarroot, Beholder, but, that's currently our situation right now. Basically, I think their leading theory is right now, we exist within perhaps 3 possible realities at once, and until a condition is met, those realities will stay in place, and once the condition is met, they will collapse into one. But he's a little stumped. It seems our case may be unique.
The condition has been met. What condition?
Well, that's the issue. We're still trying to figure out what that may be.
And on top of that, we don't know if it's a condition each individually or if it's a condition for all 4 of us together, or if it's a condition outside of ourselves that hasn't been met.
Well, I'll leave it to you to nail it down. But like I said, it'll just help me out whenever I know a little bit more about the specific thing that I'm defending you with. So.
Oh, we also have a potential contact with a time dragon who seems to know more about our situation than she's letting on.
Well, it's going to be a little difficult to get a time dragon into Sigil, and there's precedent of things getting weird whenever time dragon
they're not
testimony is being given.
That's what you're trying to say.
Say that again.
They're not permissible in court. What they have to say can't be held accountable.
It's more like a conflict of interest. But with the flow of time.
Well, that's sort of what our whole situation involves, really, is the flow of time and the 3 theoretical timelines that have gotten sort of mixed up with the actualized reality.
We'll see if we can make if we can argue extenuating circumstances, but
granted, we don't exactly know how the time dragon fits in either. It seems we may have stumbled upon them out of order than they know us. So when we know
Right.
more,
Right, and that's that's the ex pre facto thing that I'm trying to avoid in the legal system.
I see. All right, yes, that does pose a bit of a hurdle.
Well, like I said, keep me in touch. Enjoy the drinks. I'm gonna go back and enjoy mine.
Oh wait, sorry. Before you go,
Mm-hmm.
so our quest for Shemeska to find Rome, has us. It looks like the next place they may have went was Ribcage. I don't know if you have any insights on to what we may expect when we enter.
Are you going to Ribcage or are you going through Ribcage?
Through Ribcage, if I remember correctly.
How long do you have?
Well, for this, it might be important to know everything before going in, so I believe we can accommodate the time.
And the drinks.
Getting to the gate in Ribcage means getting approval from the Senate. And normally, this would be a thing that I would just, I would love to tie them up in a whole bunch of legal jargon and just tie them up so much that you could just make your way through. But I am also working on your other case. So you can try. Why any particular place you're going?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. I don't remember. But if I remember correctly, we need to pass through Ribcage to get to part of the Nine Hells, but I don't remember.
Well, the part of the Nine Hells that Ribcage leads to is Avernus, the first layer.
Okay. But is that where we were trying to go? I don't remember. I feel like you said something specifically, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay, so I have
Someone
something.
took notes. I didn't.
I have something. I take very bad notes. But I have Primus in Avernus. That's all I have written down.
Primus would not be in Avernus.
Maybe those are two separate notes.
Yeah, Primus. Primus is like the leader of the Modrons and would be in Mechanus. The Modron that you were going after, I think, if I remember right, you can go back in the VODs and check, but I don't remember. Would have disappeared from Gon's sight whenever he went into Avernus.
And I believe that Rome was attempting to get to Baitor, something because of the orrery of the Wanderer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It has something to do with the Orrery of the Wanderer and the Lord of the Hells and the Lady of Nessus.
Bye. Oh, you just need to see Vi.
Who's
Who's
Vi?
Vi?
Sorry, Lady Visseria, the Lady of Nessus. Give me a day. I'll see if I can call her up. and we'll see if we can go get drinks in Ribcage, and maybe she can help you get through without having to go through the sin and everything. They wouldn't dare stop her.
So will
I
you
like
meet
her
us there?
already.
Say that again?
Will you meet us there?
Oh, yeah. I can always go back home for some drinks.
That would be great. If you can arrange that.
Yeah,
A day is agreeable. Looking around to the group, right?
Of course.
well, give me a day to set the date and everything, and just keep the sending stone with you.
Okay, just let us know. We're already on our way there, so we'll probably be ready.
Perfect. You don't happen to know where in Avernus you're going, do you?
Not a clue.
Or you're just talking to Vi. That's okay. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Okay. Anything else?
Is there anything you need from us?
Just whenever you figure out stuff, let me know.
Oh, yes. I was going to ask if there's anything that we could do that would be helpful to our case, especially if there are cases that we're what's the phrase you used? A danger.
I guess just, get expert opinions on situations like what you're experiencing. Any parallels or what's the word I'm looking for? Precedents. And where the hell is my drink? Yeah, just the information is really all I need.
Right.
As far as like the Mercy Killers and the Fraternity of Order, a character witness is less important than the actual letter of the law.
Well, that seems a little silly. If they're going to accuse us of being a danger, they should at least hear out some of the good we've done. I can't pretend to say that I know the courts, but it just seems silly, but I suppose it's designed that way.
You sort of hit the nail on the head of the difference in philosophies of the people in control of Sigil. But all right, they're actually waving me back now, so I'm gonna go. All right.
Of course.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Thank you.
Orillo will just like give a little salute on the way.
Orillo, what if you borrowed Patricia as a means of communication in the meantime? Keeps your identity hidden, as she's my cranium rat, but if I give you permission, access, you could still use her to contact us.
I suppose.
And she's wearing a cute little hat.
And he looks over and it's just this like the cranium rat, like, what kind of hat is it again? It's like a little strawberry hat or something like that.
It's a little like a straw sun hat, but the top is gone, so it still shows the cranium.
Okay. It's a very, very cute hat. Take Patricia and just like stuff her into a pocket.
And this is her little scarf, and these are her snacks.
Yeah. He'll just put that into the same pocket and then go back to sipping his beer.
Considering that we can't bring them with us outside of Sigil, we should just promise not to separate.
Okay,
At least
Sigil.
outside of Sigil.
Yeah.
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 But at least for a place as big as this, now we have a means to track you down. That sounded a lot more ominous than I intended it.
You're muted.
You're muted, Tessell.
Sorry. The problem with this solution is, in the event that you were separated, so how do we contact you?
That is a bit of a predicament, although I don't know. I think I'm much more prone to using the buddy system anyway.
Yeah, you've never really intentionally separated from us.
Well, there was the hole, but you did come with me.
I had a handle on that. Sorry, Mima had a handle on that.
There's
Right.
still you.
I consider us all sort of one and the same, but also different, like sisters.
Would you
I
like
get
to
it.
enable Find My Friend?
Like just from Orillo's pocket. Just, oh!
Yes, please, Patricia.
The rat will turn to you, Orillo. Do you consent to sharing your location?
No.
We can enable Find My Friend.
Orillo,
What? I don't want
what's
these. What? Oh, you think that Big Brain isn't going to use its ability to know the location of everyone who has one of these things for nefarious purposes later on?
We do not share data without their consent.
Understood,
Do you
Patricia. Thank you.
Hmm.
Give her a snack, please.
He'll just shake the pocket that he put the snacks in Patricia in a little bit. Should have knocked one nearer.
Oh dear. All right. Well, at the very least, at least you can contact us with Patricia
Wait, hold.
if you are to run off on your own.
So, if I don't want to share my location, but I had one of these things, would you be able to track down my specific one? Like, essentially, that way, if I needed to, I could, like, put it somewhere, leave it somewhere, not, like, feel totally bad about it. Like a burner sending stone, but, you know, like, as a living creature.
I'm actually beginning to think that maybe I should just take Patricia back.
Yeah, take it.
Never mind, it was a good idea in theory. Burner sending stone it is. How much do they cost?
No clue. Have
What?
to find one.
Yeah, let's go shopping for some communication methods. I'm saying this out of character. You can tell because I'm not whispery and faint.
All right. Well, whenever we come back for a little break, we will go shopping for some sending stones.
Yay!
And maybe some other things.
Yay.
All right, so we are going to be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you all shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We've returned. We are going shopping.
Wait, so where are you going?
We were going to look for some burner phones, some burner sending stones.
Okay.
Burner stones.
Burner stones.
Okay. I would like the four of you to make an investigation check
Separately or together?
together.
Okay. So maybe someone can assist or... Okay, I see multiple people rolling.
Each of you
rolled it
roll your own,
Okay.
but I just share with the group.
14.
I-
Natural 20 for a 22.
Nice. 16.
I had rolled an 11.
Okay. So 3 successes, 2 failures. You will be able to find it. Where you are
Don't-
at
There's
in
only
the
4 of us.
Double success on a nat 20.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Never mind. Don't mind me.
the math wasn't mathing. We get it. Where you are at in the Great Bazaar of the Market Ward. The first place where you are able to find just a stall of sending stones with like just a guy out in front in literally a polo and khakis, just looking for somebody to sell these sending stones to. The going rate is 500 per. There's no like plan or anything. It's just 500 gold. You get a sending stone.
Any refurbished ones?
Make a persuasion check.
So do these have Bluetooth?
One of them is shaped like a blue molar.
Whoa, that's cool.
I got an 8.
Does it have a headphone jack?
A what?
Never mind. They just don't make them anymore.
That's because it's going right into your brain.
Within this same corner, there's also a there's just a kenku on a carpet that's hovering a few feet off the ground, with just what looks like a whole bunch of satchels and bags. It's right outside a stall or just a little like hole in the wall, an outlet that has plastered on it a sign that says Dusty's Dusts, and there is a sort of a small like step that's leading down to what looks like a basement shop, and there's a sign that's scrawled above that says Potion Cellar.
Tessell will turn to the group and then try to say quietly so Khakis man can't hear. Like, so I don't have 2,000 gold pieces, which would be what it costs to get each of us a sending stone. So how do we want to go about this?
Orillo, how much gold do we have?
On me personally, I have 753. And that's not
300
including the 299 electrum that I have.
Dingo, we couldn't hear you.
60 is what I have.
I have 97.
All right. Yeah, y'all with the big pockets. I got 63.
Oh, wait.
Well, remember
hold
the
on.
gambling?
Hold up. Okay, so we would just need to come up with 1,000 and we can make this work. Like,
Wait.
in total.
What? How?
Orillo will reach into his pocket in his disguise form, it's like the suit pocket thing. In reality, he is going to tear off one of the patches from his robe of useful items, which I started the game with, of 10 gems worth 100 gold pieces each.
Wow.
And he just pulls out a bag with 1,000 gold worth of gems.
Let me look through my inventory real quick.
And marking.
No, I am using all of that.
And if anybody needs some iron doors or windows, a pit, I'm your guy.
Well, here's something else to consider. If we get all 4 stones, that's all of our money. We don't have.
So we could just get 2 stones. You all have your rat network thing.
Well, then I suppose only 1 or 2 of us could go off at one time.
I have a feeling it's
pass it
gonna be
around.
Orillo most of the time. But I guess that's the problem we're trying to solve to begin with.
If we just get
Orillo.
2, we can pass it around however people are configured.
1 and
There was
3
a
or
time
2
not
and
too
2.
long ago where everybody shared the same phone in the same household, and it was connected to the wall.
You had a stone in the wall.
Yeah, and everybody used it. But if you were using it, you also couldn't use the dial-up. I think I'm connecting to another version of myself. I'm a little confused.
A little bit of
That's all right.
blood coming out.
Oh no!
Stop thinking about dial-up. Stop thinking about dial-up.
The actual dial
She's-
tone appears.
Yeah, just like staring into the middle distance while the dial-up sound happens.
The little the little graphic shows up.
All right, so we're getting 2 sending stones.
I suppose at least for now that solves half of our problem.
Give me the Bluetooth and that one. Well, that one being just like any other generic one. He's just really invested in this tooth.
Okay, he gives you an
Mhm.
azure molar and an eye stone. It's an actual eyeball that's petrified.
Hell yeah.
No, sick.
Okay.
I'll take the ice stone.
Yeah, take the eye stone. Orillo has the azure molar.
Guys, we're like the 3 hags. We can pass the eye betwixt us.
Betwixt.
Betwixt.
Sorry. I just got suddenly very excited about that Greek mythology reference in my game.
The
I find
fates are
it
canon.
delightful.
All right. So we have our,
Ice stone.
So how do you pair these 2 together? Just touching the sending stones. Or these universal sending stones?
No, they're paired.
Oh, okay, excellent. I assume if we need to get more paired in, we have to come back to you.
Yeah.
Do you have any charms? Not magical ones, just the kind that you can hook onto them.
Hook onto your eyeball.
Yeah.
No. You would need to
Oh.
come into our our franchise store.
Ooh.
I'm just the stall that operates here.
Where's the franchise store?
It's like further down on like the other side of the Great Bazaar, sort of over by the Bank of Avatar.
Okay, thank you. We don't have to go straight there. If we happen to pass by, I'll take a
If
peek.
it's on the way, we'll definitely go.
Right.
Could Sai sort of check out the, did you say there was a stall with a Kenku that had
Mhm.
bags of dust?
There's a Kenku selling bags off of a floating carpet, and there is also a brick and mortar dive that has Dusty's Dusts written on the sign.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And there's also a potion cellar.
It just says potion cellar.
But it spells like CELLAR.
Oh, that's fun. Okay,
I like that.
I'm back on board.
I think Sai is gonna approach the Kenku and ask, may I ask, are you selling these bags?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm welcome to Bagger's Carpet. I'm Bagger Pidgeot. You can take your pick of any of these bags. They're all secondhand, so we're selling them for 300 gold. No returns.
Oh.
Makes sense. Is there anything particularly like well, I don't know. Do they do anything or are they just holding?
They just hold stuff.
Can I touch them?
Sure.
Sai is gonna sort of look through the bags. I think she's opening them to see if any of them have stuff in them.
Okay. As you open each of them, you do not see the inside of a bag. You see nothing. These are bags of holdings.
Oh. Oh, I see now. These are very useful. Do we want one of these?
You gotta be careful about those.
Oh, what's wrong with them?
Well, sometimes you think it's a bag of holding, and then you put stuff in it, and it turns out that it's actually feeding some extra-dimensional creature. It's called bags of devouring.
Oh no, she drops it.
How do you tell the difference?
Check the face. If it's a happy face, but like seems legitimately happy, it's a bag of holding. If it's a happy face that looks like a little like about the whole thing, that's gonna be a bag of devouring.
Well, isn't that profiling?
And also really testing my ability to read faces.
Look, I am not trying to dissuade you from purchasing a bag. I'm just letting you know there are dangers when purchasing bags.
Could I make an insight check on like the bags I see sort of in the front?
You could. I will say there's no discernible way to tell which bags are happy or not. Most of these do not have faces. They appear to be custom. They are all secondhand. It's like getting an iPad that had an engraving on it.
Yep.
Right. Well, I suppose it's a little outside of my budget anyway, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. When I have a little more, I think I'd like to come back.
And she'll regroup.
Never mind then.
You could always
Well,
try by just
I
like dropping
don't
stuff
believe
inside.
I have any additional shopping I need to do right now, but please don't let me hold you up from doing any shopping you would like to do, Tessell says to the group.
Do we think it might be prudent to stock up on potions or something?
Couldn't hurt. Maybe like a fire resistance kind of one. We are going to be going to the hills.
Oh.
Looks at the potion seller.
I wonder how strong the potions are in there. Orillo will start heading down into the potion cellar.
I was showing so much restraint.
Why?
Fair enough.
Why would you do that?
Oh, bless.
Okay, so you make your way down the stairs and begin to sort of open up the doors. It opens, there's a little jingle, and you can see, up front there's this little desk, and there's nobody behind it at the moment. But there are plenty of racks where you can see bottles of various different colors. From off to the side, like somebody in a back room was just like, be with you in just a moment. Feel free to look around.
I'm
I
gonna
look
hang
around.
back. I'm gonna hang back. I'll just be right outside. And maybe I'll scope out some food for the road.
I toss Sai the ice stone.
If you see something called a Rizzy Glizzy, do not buy it.
Noted.
She'll head back up.
Okay, so you're going back out.
Yeah, she's just gonna be outside.
Okay. Make a strength save.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Quack. Quack, 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 quack.
Dirty 20.
As you go and push the door back open, it doesn't budge. And as you try to pull your hand back, there is definitely something very, very sticky on the door.
Uh-oh.
If I look at my hand, do I see any, like a goo or?
Nope.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but it seems we are unable to leave.
Huh?
There's a goo on the door. Feel my hand.
No, it's nothing to worry about. Just look around. We'll find whatever potions you're looking for.
Insight check.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just stick around
That's
until
only a
I
13.
eat you. 18.
Okay. Aluvire. You're definitely the first person to catch. Now that you're listening for it, there does appear to be something weird about the way that the proprietor is talking to you from behind the door. In that the sound is not coming from behind the door. The sound is coming from the door.
I'm gonna try and mage hand that door open.
You cannot force the door open because there is no door.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god! We're in a minute store!
I want you to know that
Oh my God.
there is not a day that goes by where Tyler and I are driving around town where we point at, like, a building and go, that is a mimic.
Do you know how long it took me to find another name other than fucking Mimic Donald's?
Oh no. I rolled a 6.
I got an 11 with a +9 on my initiative.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
I got a
Okay, I
nat
did-
20.
Okay, hang on. So,
There's a
Metallic Tessell. Orillo, who ate the bugbear. Aluvire, all three of your tokens are exactly the same.
Yep. Don't worry about it. I mean, fortunately, that specific token is actually the Bard Aluvire.
Neat. I have no idea if I rolled this correctly.
Eek.
Okay, so Aluvire 13, Orillo 11, Psy 24, Tessell 9. Was that correct?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I rolled a 3. Unless I didn't. I rolled a 6 is what I rolled. I rolled a 3 and then you add 3, so it's a 6.
How dare I not be able to edit the comment? The initiative.
Oh my god! They're all here. They're here to kill me. The one guy, what he was talking about. The clones.
The law of
Sorry.
self-cancellation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that what's confusing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll do something about that. Theoretically. Okay. Do you want me to grab that?
Nope.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, it is that one.
Oh, okay. It's that one?
It's that one.
Remind me how
Okay.
I see the board again.
So in the top right of your character sheet on D&D Beyond, there should be... That wasn't the right one. What the fuck?
There should be a little play-looking button.
Oh, launch game.
Yeah.
This is the reason why Aluvire's initiative is so low is because there's a roulette wheel going off in her head. She's doing that thing where she fucking panics.
Deer in the headlights moment.
Yeah.
Okay, none of these are correct. You know what, Aluvire, your initiative is 13 now.
Thank you. Things are turning up, Aluvire.
Orillo. Your friend Sai appears to have their hand stuck on a door. Aluvire appears to have tried to mage hand a door. That was not a door.
Okay.
What you doing?
I'm going to from where I am, I'm going to quickly knock an arrow and let it loose at Mimic A.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Just checking. Actions.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry.
You are okay. Oof.
By the way, Sai, you are considered grappled.
Neat.
So that would be a 12. I'm going to use my heroic inspiration. No, it's heroic inspiration isn't a reroll, right? It
is.
Okay, it's a reroll. Awesome.
Heroic inspiration is what inspiration used to be.
Okay.
They just added a prefix to it to make it different from bardic inspiration.
Gotcha. Okay, 19 is the total on the attack.
That'll hit.
Okay, sounds good. And then I get to be super sneaky attack because of my bugbear shit. Huzzah! So that'll be a total of 27 on the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then they are... I have an arrow thing now. They are vexed. If I hit a creature with a short bow and deal damage to it, I have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature before the end of my next turn.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to go there. I'm going to go deeper into the store and give myself some cover.
I go to there.
And then off of that bonus action, we're going to stealth.
Okay.
Okay, so that's either a 16. Yeah, that's a 16.
All right. You have stealthed at a level of 16.
Yes.
Sai, you are considered grappled.
I sure am. Trying to decide between two.
I should actually get out my screen so that I know what that means.
Okay, I think I'm going to start with guiding bolt on the other mimic.
Okay. You will have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Because I'm too close.
Just as the effect of being grappled, your speed is 0 and cannot increase, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler.
Other than the grappler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, change of plan. Although it's not really an attack roll anyway, but Sai is gonna cast Moonbeam over Mimic A, and they have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
What's the radius?
It is 5-foot radius, I believe. Yep. 40-foot high, 5-foot radius.
Let's say that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Cool. And this will be a Constitution save on its turn.
Till spell ends, blah, blah, blah. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And then I believe it continues to do so.
How about a 5? Also, does it have any tag for shape changers?
And if the creature is shapeshifted as a result of the polymorph spell, for example, it reverts to its true form and can't shapeshift until it leaves the cylinder.
Okay. I don't know that mimics have true forms. But yeah, the door has disappeared into amorphous goo with eyes and teeth. It just sort of looks like a ball of flesh and bone
Gross.
that is attached to your hand.
Oh, yucky. It takes 11 radiant damage.
Wait. I've messed things up. Oh well. This is now Mimic C. Okay. Anything else?
Where is Mimic A?
Mimic A is now Mimic C.
Okay.
I think I accidentally removed it from the initiative because pressing X does not just close the tooltip, it removes from combat.
Oh.
Anyways, hey, Aluvire.
That's me.
Does a
Sorry.
24 hit you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I reckon.
Okay. You're going to be taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh, no.
and 7 points of acid damage.
Oh, no.
And you're grappled as this door lunges out with its pseudopop and just sort of punches you.
How much bludgeoning damage was that? I'm sorry.
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. I thought it was 4. I was all like, oh, it must be much more than that. But the acid damage makes up for it. Okay.
And you are now grappled.
No.
Sai, does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. So even with advantage, this ball of flesh cannot eat you. Also, it needs to make another save.
That is correct. I'm just gonna double check and make sure. The creature also makes the save when the spell's area moves into its space and when it enters the spell's area or ends its turn there. Okay.
Yeah, it's not moving. So 19, so I think half damage.
Yes. Where did it go? So half of 15.
7. Aluvire.
Hello. Made a poor decision. There are 2 mimics. One of them is named Mimic C, and one of them is chewing on me currently.
Yes.
Am I grappled by it? I'm grappled
Yes.
by it, right?
Yes.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It has not chewed on you yet. It has just punched you.
Well, chewing comes next.
It does.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Gust Barrier.
What's that do?
You spread your arms wide, allowing yourself to become enveloped by air around you until the end of your next turn. Any ranged attack against you has disadvantage, and melee attackers who successfully hit you must make a Constitution saving throw, or else things happen.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I would like to inspire. Let's inspire Orillo. Orillo, you've been inspired.
Huzzah!
Bardically. And my bardic inspiration does, I think it's a D8? I believe so.
Okay.
Let me know and I'll let, yeah, it's a D8.
Okay.
Sorry. That's
No
my turn.
worries.
Tessell.
Okay. With my first attack, Tessell is going to, you'll see their throat kind of like heat up with like this bright glow. And they're going to spit out a line of fire as I use my breath weapon. And so I will ask you to make a dex saving throw.
Where are you aiming the fire?
Oh, can I aim it at Mimic C without hitting Psy?
Yes.
Okay.
So. Like that.
Oh. That seems like it will get Psy in the
It will.
I am okay with being hit if it's unavoidable.
No, there are other things I can do. Okay. I do not want to hit Psy, so change of plans. I am going to manifest my echo right up next to the mimic that has a grapple on Psy. And I'm going to attack with Psy's Warhammer that has been loaned to me. So yeah, I will make my first swing. 12.
Where is the echo?
Oh, inside, I guess. Oh wait, maybe on the other side of Psy, maybe hopefully outside of the thing, the moonbeam.
The moonbeam, yeah.
Yeah, right there. And then that was a 12 that I rolled to hit.
A 12 will not hit.
Beans. Okay, well, I have a second attack, so I will attempt to use it. Okay. Roll again. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Right. That. Do I have Savage Attacker? I think I do, because I really don't like that one on the die. I do have Savage Attacker, so I'm gonna re-roll that damage. And get a 1 again, so it was meant to be. So 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, is this a bonus action to use? Where is it? Oh no, just whenever I take the attack action, I can. So I'm going to use Unleash Incarnation to attack again from the Echo's point, which is already up in the sauce anyways. So this one is going to be, ooh, nice, 24.
That'll hit.
And this one, nice, 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
That mimic is dead.
Nice. Yeah, and Tessell will just say to Sai, "Are you all right?"
Yes, I'm fine. It's just very gross.
They'll nod, and then I guess I can still use my movement. I'll move the echo. I do not want to be goopified. I'll try to move. Can I move it here? Would that be able to reach? Can I?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move the echo over towards Aluvire to hopefully help her in her situation. And that will be my turn.
Does a 20 hit your echo?
It does.
Okay.
The echo has 1 hit point.
One of the potion racks reached out with a pseudopod as its reaction.
Oh no!
On initiative count 20, Orillo, Sai, and Tessell make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, dear
beans.
No
12.
whammies. For fuck's sake. I got a nat 1.
14.
Your speed is reduced to 0 until initiative count 20 on the following round. It's not just the doors that are mimics.
I'm quickly learning that.
You have walked into what may be considered a mimic colony.
Oh no. Oh no.
This
Orillo.
is fine.
Yeah.
I
Your
am
turn.
swimming so good.
Okay. Orillo has advantage. I believe. Let me just check Vex.
That one's dead.
That was against that creature. Okay, just wanted to make sure. He's gonna pull out his. He still has his short bow. He's not having a great time being stuck, but he is gonna shoot Mimic B that is next to Aluvire.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is going to be... Let's see here. Okay, so that... Sure, Bo. That is a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, sounds good. And then we are going to roll here for 9 plus my sneak attack. So 9 plus 7, 16.
Okay.
And I am grappled.
You're not grappled. Your speed is reduced to 0.
Speed is reduced to 0. Okay. Okay. Then that as a bonus action, I'm just going to use steady aim. I give myself advantage on my next attack roll on the current or no, that's on the current turn, so never mind. Yep. That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
Shoot.
Sai. You failed to save by more than 5. You are restrained. That just means attack rolls against you will have advantage and your attack rolls will have disadvantage.
In light of that, I think I'm going to use my action to move my moonbeam over to... I think I'm actually going to go... Oh, yeah, I guess I can get both of them. Yes, I would like to get both of those mimics.
Okay. So that's what kind of save?
Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Okay, so that's a 3. And a 3.
And they both take 13 radiant damage.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's concentration. Okay, never mind. That's it.
Okay. Aluvire, the mimic that has hit you is going to bite you. 13.
A 13 will not hit.
Okay.
Can I choose for it to hit?
Yes.
It can hit me.
Okay. 9 points of piercing damage. 4 points of acid damage.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Ooh, just makes it. That was not a good trade.
Just gnawing on your arm.
Sometimes you have to risk it for the brisket.
Sometimes you do.
Okay. This mimic that had reached out and attempted to take the Dragonborn Echo is a little miffed that it does not have a tasty snack to chew on. So instead, it's going to try and pseudopod the actual metallic Dragonborn that is here. After it takes some damage from a moonbeam. Does an 8 succeed?
And that's for Tessell.
Does an 8 succeed on the moonbeam?
Oh, no.
Roll that damage.
You bet. Uh, 10 radiant.
Okay. and this shelf is no longer a shelf. It is now a pile of flesh and ooze, and also some actual glass. It doesn't appear that everything within the potion cellar was mimicked.
It's not all fake.
So yeah, because of that, I don't think it's going to be able to pseudopod with any advantage or anything. I think it will just, I think it will pseudopod at disadvantage. Does 15 hit?
It's not.
Okay, great.
These mimics are wieners.
Sai, make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Is this because I called them wieners?
Oh God, that one's big.
You take 36 points of acid damage
I sure do.
What?
as a shelf in the corner spits acid at you.
Dear God.
um,
How you feeling?
Not great. Like maybe I called them wieners and they took that very personally.
Aluvire,
Hello.
it's your turn.
Which of the two mimics near me has the most hit points?
I think the one on you.
Okay.
No,
I'm going
the other one.
Okay. That one needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
God
damn it. Okay. It's gonna take half of this damage. I'm casting Antagonize. It's gonna take 7 psychic damage. And since it succeeded its saving throw, there's nothing else that happens. Is there a bonus that I want to do? I might want to start using my bonus actions for other things. It would be as a melee. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'll just remember that for next time. Sorry. I'm remembering how to play this character. Can I... Actually... my unsettling words allows me to use a bonus action to subtract a d8 from somebody's saving throw. Do you mind if I try that and see if I can get that up to a... Okay. I have to roll a 5. Okay. Carry on.
Orillo,
No.
does a 21 hit you?
Should. Yep. Yes, it does.
Okay. You take one point of piercing damage and 3 points of acid damage.
Oh, it's just a baby.
Oh no, look, it is!
Oh, there's
Can I keep one?
Does a 7 hit you?
a 7 does not.
Okay.
I just want to say for the viewers and listeners at home, things keep appearing on the map.
Yeah, so 2 little potion bottles have jumped off of the shelves and have begun biting at Orillo and have gotten kind of like stuck in his hair.
That's okay. He didn't need those earlobes.
Yeah, we started at 2 and now we're up to 5.
This is
Aluvire.
fine. Hello.
Does a 17 hit you?
It does. Believe it or not. Oh no.
Okay. 1 point of piercing damage, 2 points of acid damage as a very tiny potion bottle mimic has jumped off and gotten stuck in your hair.
Oh, babies. I love them.
I'm not feeling the love right now. I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be honest.
They're little.
Hey, what's that? Hey.
This is a cone overlay.
Bad red triangle.
Wow.
Bad red
It's
triangle.
a rather
That's pretty
large...
cool. Oh, it's green now.
Uh-oh.
Green
That
is
means it's a
friendly,
safe
right?
Zone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What cool overlays?
Methinks.
The
Actually.
triangle keeps rotating.
Oh
Ah!
dear God.
I need Sai, Tessell, and Aluvire to make a dexterity saving throw. Sai, because you are restrained, yours will be at disadvantage.
It sure will.
Oh heavens.
The nat 20, tragically.
I rolled an 8.
17.
11.
Okay. Sai is the only one who succeeds on this caustic mist coming out as the floorboards of the entryway themselves open and spew a acidic mist over the front of the shop. Orillo, you are stuck right above like what would be its lips if this thing actually had more than just amorphous stuff that sort of manifested into a mouth.
He's like a hairy little mole.
Sai and Tessell and Aluvire, you will take 22 points of acid damage and will be blinded until the end of your next turn.
No, I won't. Because I'm down.
Sai, you take 11 points of acid damage and are not blinded. Aluvire, you're currently down.
I am down.
Okay, take 2 death saves as the juvenile mimic continues to bite you.
Okay. Sorry, I accidentally spawned a square.
How dare.
Oh no, I'm making more. Please, help! Make it stop! Let me just go ahead and make those death saves, why don't I? Uno, success, dos, natural 20. Yo, let's go!
No, I mean you marked 2 failed death saves.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Never mind.
Because it just makes attacks on you.
You know what? You're so right, bestie. It's been so long since I've been in this position. Let me just.
We don't remember how to play D&D.
Mea culpa,
fine.
mea culpa. Two failures marked. Carry on.
Does this recharge? It does not recharge. Okay. The shelf in the back, it's sort of like licks its mouth a little bit. It does not appear to have more acid to spit up. Hey, Tessell, it's your turn. You're blinded.
I cannot see. I am legally blind. But I remember that Mimic Sea, unless it's moved, was over there, so I'm going to, you know, swing wildly at it with my Warhammer.
What's your reach?
Oh, what is my reach? 5-foot reach.
Okay.
So, disadvantage. Yep. Disadvantage. So, we roll. Oh, 10's not gonna do it.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, we roll again with my second attack. That natural one sure isn't gonna do it.
Nope.
I guess I'm just gonna. I can't see anything, so I can't manifest the echo. So I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
Okay.
And heal 8 hit points. And I'm gonna stay put because I don't know what I could possibly be running into if I move at this point.
Your speed is 0 right now.
Oh, and my speed is 0, so moot point.
Okay. Okay. On initiative count 20, the mimic colony will just sort of reform the door.
No.
Yeah, that's a door. Okay.
Hey,
It is not an animated mimic door. It is just, it has reformed the material so that you are still trapped within the colony. Orillo, it is now your turn. Your speeds are no longer 0. Sai, you are no longer restrained.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
How thick is the wall next to the door? Would you say
I'm not
it is
I'm not
roughly-
going to answer that,
Okay.
but I like where you're thinking.
Okay. Because if it is up to 2 feet deep, I have a window in my robe of useful items that I can just throw onto the wall and get us the fuck out of here.
one way to find out.
One way to
Yeah,
find
I think
out.
it's time to YOLO window.
YOLO window! So yeah, I'm gonna go up to this square. I don't think I provoke. Are the little mimics, like, they're in my hair, right? So are they, like, being brought with me? Or are they left?
They'll come with you.
Okay. And
We're just
then
having a little party.
I am going to pull off a window patch and slap it against the wall to see if I can create a window out of here.
Wouldn't the door be thinner if you put it on the door?
Well, the door is... I don't believe I can put a window onto a goo surface.
It's not a goo surface.
It's
okay.
just a door.
Oh, if it's just a door? Hell yeah. I will put the window into the door.
Okay.
And then from there, I will clamber on out. Bring these little buddies with me.
The mimics have breach containment.
Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage so I don't provoke from the biggin. And then I, outside of the area, I'm going to start looking through my stuff. And before my turn ends, it is just Orillo frantically digging through his things to find the keg of gunpowder that he has.
Okay. Sigh. Make a concentration check for the moonbeam.
Remind me what that.
Make a Constitution save. It would need to be. I'll just say 10 because I'm not gonna remember the damage that you took.
It's a 16.
Okay, moonbeam is maintained.
Okay. Hey, Orillo, how's your constitution?
How's my con? +1.
You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna move the moonbeam over to the tiny mimics on Orillo.
Mm-hmm.
The cleansing light.
No, I wanted to keep one.
We gotta stop forming attachments to things trying to kill us. I'm just gonna throw
They're
that
fair-
out there.
They're attached to me.
Yeah.
Orillo, go ahead and make the Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 7.
All right.
Yeah, the juvenile mimics fail.
Oh.
It's 15 radiant damage.
Yeah, the juvenile mimics are very dead.
That's okay. I also take 15. And my hat of disguise, for what it's worth, is now just like Bugbear Orillo standing in the stairwell with a giant keg of gunpowder. Huh.
Radiant damage is not fire damage.
Okay. All right.
You're
and then
fine.
Sai
Okay.
is
For
going
now.
to follow suit through the window and say, "Sorry, Aluvire. Tessell, come on." This is not my healing cleric.
This is not my healing cleric. This is not my beautiful son.
Sai, does a 22 hit you?
Fuck. Yeah, it sure does.
You're going to be taking 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And you I did not mean to delete you.
Oh
No,
my
that's
god.
fine. Sai jumps through the window and then immediately dies.
I'm just imagining a giant tongue that just like lashes through the window and like pulls her in like a fucking Pikmin.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah!
The pseudopod of the big mimic that took its opportunity attack. You were grappled.
And the moonbeam goes away.
Yep. Dead and grappled.
Unconscious and grappled. Let's think positive.
She said down, right? I heard down.
Tessell. Does a 17 hit you?
It does not.
This ball of flesh is still inching its way towards you, and is not having a good time trying to get its little snack. Aluvire, make a death save.
An actual death save?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay then.
That's a twee.
Okay, Aluvire is dead.
Oops.
Sai, take 2 failed death saving throws as the horde mimic chomps at you.
Right.
Spitting mimic still has cotton mouth. Tessell, what do you want to do?
Can I see out the window?
not really. Like, there's an itty bitty spot. Like, you can see the wall, but you can't see, like, a lot of space. It's like, it's literally just steps leading down to the door.
Can I get in a position where I can see the window? Or would that...
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Where should I move to accomplish that?
Like, there.
Okay, that probably provokes an attack of opportunity from Mimic C.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me check something real quick.
Mhm.
Actually, damn, both of those are a bonus action because I didn't manifest an echo last time. Ugh. Okay. Actually, can I try to climb out the window without moving? Or I don't know how. Is this a cavernous pit? I'm trying to visualize what this thing is.
No, it's just floorboards.
Oh.
But
Okay.
some of the floorboards have opened into a mouth that is currently chomping on Sai.
Okay. Can I rewind real quick? I would like to take the disengage action and go for the window.
Okay.
And oh God. I think Metallic Tessell is like panicking. Does Orillo have the gunpowder keg out yet?
Yeah, he's just like, he is bringing it out. Toss this in,
just
like
like-
the match.
Orillo's gonna like look back at like Sai, who is like unconscious, and is like, characteristics of Jim Tessell are bleeding over as panics. Yeah, I'm going to try to like back up as much as I can, which isn't much in this corner. Just move a little bit, I guess. And I'm looking to Orillo to see what he's going to do next. But that's like my movement and everything. You know what? I'll manifest an echo inside of near where Sai is and hopefully try to distract this mimic. That's my plan right now.
You ever try to just snack on some popcorn and then a bug lands on your face? Orillo, what are you doing?
I am going to try and shove the gunpowder through the window that I created, and then I would like to attack it with fire and leave.
How are you going to attack it with fire?
I was hoping to light one of my arrows, and then shoot it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll dump the gunpowder, like right here ish, if y'all can see that, and then get as far away from it as we can with still being able to see it, and then shoot.
And this is a keg, correct?
Yes.
Where is the smoke powder?
Smoke powder, I would have only been able to get probably like right here at the most, like toss it onto the mimic. or like in this corner would probably give me the most visibility.
Okay. Roll 9d6.
All right, let's see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 31.
Okay. And I need both you and Tessell to make dexterity saving throws. And with 3/4 cover, you can add 5.
Okay.
Is it just Orillo or Orillo and
Both of you.
Tessell? Okay. And
Adding
add 5 to whatever this
I am
is.
also going to add Wings. Is it a D8 for the Bardic Inspiration?
It sure is, pal.
You got it.
19 plus 5 is 24.
17 in total.
Okay. So both of you will take half damage.
15.
What happens if you're already resistant to... Is it fire damage?
Mhm.
What happens if you're already resistant?
Then you take 7.
Okay.
What do y'all do after?
Run like hell. That was a big noise.
I imagine we can tell that Sai got blown up.
If Sai survived the blast, they would not survive the acid.
Yeah, I think Tessell's gonna feel really bad, but is gonna book it.
Time to use some street smarts and get away from the large explosion sound that we just caused.
Where do y'all go?
Back to Fells.
Back to Fells, back to Fells.
And as y'all make your way back to Fells, Sai, Aluvire, you reappear, walking in from a back room at Fells.
Which ones?
You tell me. Well, why don't y'all describe what the other two see as they walk back into Fells Tattoos?
You both see a very, very short, very, very pale version of Shriek and Sigh. You can see the correlation. Femme presenting, their hair is almost entirely purple, very short, sort of floating around their head, and sort of a little bit shaggy, with a few like dark blue streaks, and then with 2 dark blue braids that go much longer than the rest of their hair, sort of going down their shoulders. They're wearing mostly black, sort of a similar attire, very loose fitting, lots of shawls, with a little bit of purple, and then the very occasional sort of gold accent. And as it sort of tilts, you can't really tell if it's gold or if it's silver. It sort of shifts. Her eyes are completely blacked out. And she's sort of just a very small frame, very tiny. And she just sort of stares blankly at the two of you.
So, hello. It's nice to meet you. Shriek, Sigh, or another name?
She takes a long pause and she says, "You may call me Whisper."
Nice to meet you. So sorry about the circumstances.
We have met many times before. No need for introduction.
Oh. Well. Wait. I mean,
From sharing the memory thingy, eh?
She nods.
Right. Neat. Cool. I need to take a shower.
which Aluvire's coming in?
Oh, hey, dudes. How's it going? Oliver's in the tattoo chair getting a tattoo.
Whisper sort of looks up. I like this one.
Sick.
And as you come face to face to new faces with your party and Orillo, hair badly damaged from acid and fire, goes to take a shower. We will pick up there next time.
Excellent. Cyber, thank you so much for running this absolutely incredible game. I was not prepared for a colony of mimics, but you know what? That's just how things are rolling out. I would like to say, first off, again, thank you for hosting this game. Cyber, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me at cyberwolf1201.com, both the actual website and also on Blue Sky. Sometimes I stream on twitch.tv/cyberwolf1201. I don't know. Sometimes. Danae.com.
And Dingo, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me on Blue Sky at WheresMyDingus. Otherwise, you can find me here. This is what I do.
And KyleWithAnN.
Hi everyone, my name is KyleWithAnN, otherwise known as KyleWithAnN, on Blue Sky and also Twitch as well. On Twitch I stream sometimes. Right now I'm doing something called the Relic Castle Project, which is like a 14 Pokemon game series where I play through all the Pokemon games I had as a child. And also, if you use Instagram, I have a little side account that I just dedicate to Pokemon content because the brainworms are real. It's called Fairy Fire KyleWithAnN. That's fairy with a Y at the end. Yeah. Feel free to follow me on those socials.
And Danae.
Hey, everybody. I am Danae Keener, also known as Wings. I usually do it the other way around. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. Tomorrow I'll be here again, getting started on the finale of Gold Rush. It's going to be very exciting. I'm all prepared for it, and I'm super stoked. It's going to be so cool. DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am, but if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come join us for that finale of Gold Rush. It's going to be amazing. And we also do this game at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays when we can. Scheduling is very difficult. But as it turns out, we still love this game. We still want to provide this game to you all. So just keep checking back. You can follow me on Blue Sky at either guildhome.net, or you can check out my other side account if you also like trading card games, and that's heroesjourneyfab.bskysocial.com. So check that out as well. But with that being said, we are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show. So I would like to say once again, thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by. Cyber, thank you so much for running this game. And of course, thank you to all of these players for putting up with our bullshit once again. And we will see you all next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.